Hey, howdy! So you might notice my microphone might sound a little bit different. One of the perks of doing this stuff on Linux is that I install an application called Easy Effects that allows me to do a whole bunch of wacky things with like changing the pitch and the gain and the adding like a weird like wacky effects like an echo or an auto tune. More importantly though, it just is a lot more competent at noise suppression than the built-in one in OBS. So I'm just going to be using that instead. And if it sounds better, sounds worse, let me know. I'm playing the audio game by ear, and I've always been kind of iffy with that kind of stuff, but I'm trying my best here. Okay, so I think what I want to do today is I want to do the dailies, the weekly, and then someone in the comments suggested that I should go to what even is the world? I've written down Floating Park, and I want to use that opportunity to go in kind of a weird route, so I can also go and see glowing hives, because I don't know if I've been there before, and I've been, like, curious about it. But yeah, let's start with, it was something in Chocolate World, I think. It was, like, Powdered Sugar Wasteland. Yeah, there you are. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. I've been getting a lot of just random stuff done today. It's been mostly, I don't even want to call it chores, it's just like random things that came to mind that they popped into my head and I was like, you know what? I should probably deal with this now before I forget. I'm gonna assume, I don't see it here. Maybe Syrup Mixture Road? Yeah, okay. I got the read. They must have renamed it. I need to... I'm not gonna do this today, but the Snork Me Me Me... Is this... I need to figure out how you get this. I think if it's what I think it is, we're very close. Very close by. Yeah. We can just do this now while I'm here. Because what is in Powdered Wasteland? Almost nothing, got it. There's a connection to Emerald Crystal Cavern, which I could do some other time. But since we're right by Forest World anyway, we may as well do Monster's Jaw. I'm always happy to find more reasons to see Gakuran, and it's been a while since we've seen him. I haven't really messed with the masks much either these days. Oh, interesting. Where are you? Yay! Hang on, I need to... If I act fast, I can get him closer in frame before the cutscene ends. Oh, this is as good as... Yeah, that's as good as I'm gonna get. He's awesome. Yeah, I could just eyeball bomb out. This is more fun. I like going through the elevator. Okay, that's done. Next on the list is Roadside Forest, which I've gone to a lot recently. Oh, there's so many penguins! I love that. And then a hot air balloon is right here. Okay. So I've been relaxing, nothing much to really speak of, can't really even recall it chores. The one thing that I've been doing, it's like in my off time, is slowly working through more of my backlog, which means I've been reading a little bit more of Homestuck. Haven't made it too much further, though I have met Jade, and Jade is adorable. Besides that, the other thing that I've been doing is reading through Steam reviews and giggling and kicking my feet, to be perfectly honest. Which is weird to say out loud, because usually Steam reviews are completely rancid. Or at least, like, not helpful. But today has been recently it has been very different, for very amusing reasons that are definitely not intentional on the part of people leaving the reviews. So, there's been some developments in Slay the Spire 2, and it was discovered by certain individuals that will go unnamed that in the credits for Slay the Spire 2, there's a person listed as a creative consultant, Anita Sarkeesian, who, if you've never heard of her name before, I never got the full story on this, but she is intrinsically linked to Gamergate and that whole situation. I never really bothered with that stuff because I was too busy having an actual life and not inventing things to get angry about. But she was listed as a consultant, and the upshot of that is that a whole bunch of people came out of the woodwork to talk about, to complain about wokeness and complain about her involvement and how they're paying her to ruin Slay the Spire. So I've been spending the past day reading through these reviews and kicking my feet and giggling because it's so funny. Because it's very clear that they're there as a mob. Like, they're less than 1% of these people have actually went and seen the credits to double check. They saw a single video by Asmongold and went, oh, this is a slight against gamers, we need to do something about that. And that is just hysterical. Because they're not gonna do anything. Like, what genuinely, what do you expect them to do? It's like, oh, her influence. It's a card game. What do you mean her influence? It's like there's a level of, like, completely irrational hysteria about it, of like, we don't even know what she did. Oh, that's because she did almost nothing. She was a consultant, and by that I assume it means they just talked to her at one point. And she's listed in the credits because that's what good credits do. Good credits are really, really, really anal. And note down absolutely everyone who worked on the game, because everyone deserved to be credited. Last one is Neon Suburbs. This is going to be a little bit more of a headache. I'm going to try the path through sewers first. I forget if I have this connection unlocked. If not, we can just go the long way through Sugar Road. But yeah, that has been endlessly entertaining. My personal favorite was something, because they all say roughly the same thing, just in different ways, and using slightly different excuses for why they're mad. My personal favorite is, nice job selling out to... It was like, nice job getting paid by BlackRock sellouts, or something like that. It was like... Are we even talking about the same company? Are we talking about the same person here? Like, who exactly are you getting mad at? Because I don't think any of the parties involved took money from BlackRock. Because BlackRock is like a private equity firm, I believe. I don't really know what they have to do with this. It might be like a, oh god, I'm not online enough for this. It might be like a 4chan conspiracy thing, like a Bogdanov kind of thing, where it's like, oh, this private equity company that secretly runs the world. And you're being so wise in complaining about it on Twitter and hoping that really does anything. Because I also saw a point brought up, not to spend the entire runtime complaining about these people, but I do find it interesting thinking about Helldivers 2 in this respect. Helldivers, to my understanding, did a lot of things right. It's really nice as a PvE game, and it like had a very good and open community. And if you've never played Helldivers, the whole shtick is that it's a, like, I almost called it Dynasty Warriors. It's a Starship Troopers kind of thing. Very, like, obliquely... like, showing a very jingoistic, patriotic society, and then kind of nodding off, like, this isn't healthy. And, like, showing, like, do all this, fight for freedom, yeah! Like, everything has a little asterisk of, like, you know you're not actually supposed to act like this, right? Which, that's always a funny thing with satire, because satire is weird, because good satire almost necessitates that a certain number of people don't get the joke and assume that it's genuine. But at the same time, like, you run the risk of actually believing in the things that you're saying if the things that you're saying are crazy or problematic. If you're putting on airs after a certain point, you are just saying those things. But circling back to the actual issue at hand, Helldivers did a really good job of accepting community feedback, but it did kind of lead to an increase in an uptick in, oh, something happened in this game that we can't control. Let's get mad about it. Which, not necessarily a bad thing, but they're... Oh. Sorry. I did... Usually OBS pops up if I'm recording it. It showed in the corner. I had a brief moment of like, oh god, I have been talking into the void for 11 minutes. That's my bad. Where do we need to go next? Mansion, school... School's here. And then I guess from school... Neon Suburbs is around here somewhere, right? Vanta Black... Monochrome Mansion. Oh, Monochrome Mansion's up here. Okay, I guess they just swapped the positions. Right? The convenient... I like the conveniently shaped lamp. I remember you. Interior... Yeah, there you are. So it's inside the school building. Okay. But yeah, it's led to an uptick of people who see something going wrong with gaming as a force and decide to take vigilante action and get mad about it. Not necessarily a bad thing, but it has led to some situations like this of people getting very charged about things that they really should just let go and go do something else. It's really not worth the effort. Am I remembering this area right? Hang on, I think I'm on... Oh, right, you're here! The scraped girl. No kidding. Oh, it's down on the first floor. Okay. Yeah, so this is the third floor. I'm so confused. Wait a second. What am I doing here? Am I on the third floor or am I on the second floor? This is the third floor. Okay, so Scraped Girl should be over here. Hey, what's up? I love this character. This character design is extremely cute. I'm glad that they like carried it over into other areas. Cause she originally popped up in it was Broken Faces world, right? Where did she pop up initially? I think it was Broken Faces world, and then she also popped up in what am I even thinking of? Was it the library? I think there was a library book that said like I got scraped, and that's supposed to be the same girl. And then this, I believe, was added... This was an apocryphal edition. That she wasn't actually... Like, this is the same character, but it wasn't made by the same people that initially added her. Apocryphy is fun. I need to... One of these days, I really need to read through the Book of Enoch. Sharp shift in tone, but everything that I've read about... Everything I read about it without actually reading it makes me think that it's going to be a very fun time. Because to my understanding, the Book of Enoch... So I have read very little of the Bible. I intend to fix that eventually because, you know... One of the big projects I want to do is Anti-Deus, which would require me to read large chunks of the Bible to really understand what I'm dealing with. Like, I'm not going to be source accurate, obviously, but having, like, the more context I have, the more I'll be able to spin a rich story using the themes of the Bible, while not making it super overdone and preachy. Because my fear is that a lot of what ends up happening with Christianity, to my understanding, is people get radicalized reading the Bible because they're not the ones that are actually reading it, they're having it read to them. And it leads to other people's interpretations rubbing off on them. But if I can go in and interpret it myself, and like objectively examine it as a work, I feel like I could make a lot of fun things happen. There you are. But regardless, the Book of Enoch has always kind of stuck out to me as something Christianity is almost ashamed of. Which always kind of confused me, because it doesn't seem like something that they should be ashamed of. It's a lot more strange and, like, from my understanding, it's a lot more of, like, mysticism and weird, more abstract stories. I don't know, there's what things I have heard about it make me think that it would be very, very fascinating to read through. That's also, if you've ever, to the people in the audience who have played The Binding of Isaac, that's where Azazel comes from, I believe. There's a whole, I think I have seen this, there's a whole passage of talking about the fallen angels and specifically talking about Azazel and God going out of his way to brutalize Azazel. Because Azazel is the one that took the fall, he is the scapegoat. And he was he got the short end of the stick. He was like thrown upon jagged rocks or something like that. He was like brutally murdered. Ooh. Hello. What do you do? I wonder if Oh, they look over! You look awesome. And also you kind of look like someone's furry OC. No judgment here, I guess. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that reminds me of, Greek and Roman mythology, especially when it comes to, like, conversations about the fallen angels and the Nephilim. And how the Nephilim are weird. Nephilim are, to my understanding, they are the children of angels and humans, which is something that in modern versions of Christianity you're explicitly not supposed to do. Like, it's not even supposed to be, what's even the word for it? It's not even supposed to be mentioned that that is an option. It's like angels exist in just a higher level than humans. I wonder if this is eventually going to be a Sugar Road connection. That looks suspiciously similar to the Sugar Road door. But there's a level of, like, weird mysticism that reminds me a lot of Greek and Roman mythology, so it'll be fun to leaf through. And hopefully it's a little less heavy-handed than the rest of Christianity, because Christianity tends to do that a lot, which can make the Bible kind of a headache to read. Though I have heard as well that the modern translation that a lot of people use, the NIV translation, is a lot less judgy. Like, the King James Bible is... There's a lot of people that, like, outright denounce the King James version of the Bible. And they believe it to be very heavily politicized, and, like, a lot of the translations just don't come across well. Apparently the NIV translation is a lot better for that. It's still very heavy-handed, and then God came down from the heavens, his cloak billowing, and etc. But it has more of a purpose there. It's just that it's the style of writing, I suppose. But it'll be fun to read through that stuff. I've got a lot of long projects on my plate. A lot of long projects, a lot of, like, long series that I want to read through, that I want to watch through, that I want to play through. Whoa. This is not the music I was expecting. This is almost like Toby Fox music. I wish there was a way to pan the camera up. Oh, this is a teleporter. Very cool. It's another clock, oh my god. I wonder if that's used for the achievement, or I wonder if that's used for, like, the clock badge. Because I was saying before, I know for a fact the one in Monochrome School is. That used to be the hardest one to find. Oh my god. Okay, just went in a big circle. Okay. Let's go in the top one. I want to see this cat mask. It's the right one, okay. Oh. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy. Oh my god, the badge! Wait, this is so cute! Oh my god, that's delightful. I'm gonna stick with this for the rest of the video. Screw it, I like this mask a lot. Okay. I at least want to go and see Byeonyeon-kun while I'm here. Oh wait, I went the wrong way. It's the one that's up. And then it is right... Oh, damn it. Okay, this is a work-in-progress connection, so the only other thing we have here is the NPC. So what is the... Oh, the other path just doesn't work. Interesting. Ooh! That's very cool. I'm vibing with this music. This is really nice. To the person who recommended that I go here, you have very good taste in music. This made the whole trip. I was already happy to go here because this, like, parallax background is really nice. But the music is, like, adding so much here. Oh, I never went to Roadside Forest. Okay, hang on. We can round it out with that. I went to Domino Constructions, but I never went all the way. Shouldn't take too long, since I've gone through this path so many times. Oh god, not Shape World. I did also see on the wiki, there's a bit of an interesting triple threat going on. That there's updates that are pending from three different authors. QXY, Intelligent Casino, who is being proxied by Onaira Kamara, and then Yume Wasamiyo, which very interesting trio there. I wanted to say that it was the meme of the two serious dragons and the one goofy dragon, but like, I don't want to be mean to Yume Wasamiyo. I get the impression that they're trying to improve, but a lot of their old stuff is really silly looking, especially when stacked up against. Like, QXY and Onaira Kamara are like two of the best 2K authors, period. Like, QXY is like almost the de facto head of the project, and Onaira Kamara has like so many unbelievably cool worlds. It's kind of unfair to compare it with stuff like Obstacle Course. It has also been fun to like walk around and do things in my day-to-day life. A, not knowing that I have school anymore, and B, just having things, like, not having things stack up anymore. It's like I have something that I need to get done, so I just do it. I don't have to worry about, like... It was so easy to get distracted when I was in school. And it's been... Look, I have it all but confirmed that I have ADHD. I've been, like, rolling with it, but it is usually a factor of my life that I will just forget things. But now that I have less on my plate, and now that I have like more of a structure to work with, it's gonna make keeping up with my own personal health a lot easier. Because executive dysfunction is a hell of a thing. Now, where is Roadside Forest here? Fairly certain... Yeah, it's the bar, so it's just... Oops. Ah! Hopefully that didn't reveal any personal information. I think that was just links to... That was just links to, the 2K wiki. It is so weird to think that, technically the way that you say this... Technically, the way that you say this game's name is Yumeniki. Or I guess Yume... There might be, like, an accent... Like, an increased accent compared to Yumeniki, so maybe it's, like, Yumeniki? But it is supposed to have the exact same pronunciation as Yumeniki. Because it's a pun. That messes me up a little bit. I like this world, I like this section a lot. I always wondered what its deal was. The big, like, kaiju cat in the background there. I think that's a cat. I don't know for sure. There we go. And all was right with the world. Yeah, and that was right at 30 minutes. That's perfect. But yeah, that'll be it for me, I think. This is fun. I liked all the worlds I went to today. But that's all I got for now. Thanks so much for watching, y'all.